Well, hi. I suppose you're wondering what I'm doing in this totally new space, and I'm so glad you asked. Even if you didn't, I'm glad you asked. This is Marilyn Price with the Mentor Project, and I am sitting high above a most beautiful city called Charlotte, North Carolina. About to do quite a wonderful project, and I had a bit of a dilemma. So I thought I'd share it with you, and you can watch it anytime you want or listen, or maybe you could even answer my dilemma. I was wondering what would happen if our friend Santa Claus, or maybe you call him Mr. Claus, or maybe just call him Santa, what if he came down the chimney, as he is reported to do, and found no cookies waiting for him? I mean, it kind of be like if you got home from school one day and really wanted a cookie fresh from the oven and there was none there. Well, Santa works really hard bringing stuff to make people happy and understand the goodness in the world. So I was thinking, what a disappointment that would be. So I asked a really dear friend of mine, I'd like you to meet her, and you can make one of these of your very own. The only problem is you have to eat a cookie because you have to empty the box. So her name is Cookie. Hey, Cookie. You see my friends out there? Yeah, I know you're in a kind of a strange place too. This is Cookie, and she has kind of answered my dilemma because some cookies understand that they're supposed to be eaten. Cookie gets it, and she's quite delicious. So I'm going to tell Cookie this story, and you can make a cookie puppet of your very own. All you have to do is eat the cookies, empty the box, and you can even put your face right on the package in the front, and then you will be a delicious puppet. But first, we're going to tell the story, an old story, and then we'll introduce our friend Santa. Okay? What do you say? Love it, just love it. All right. So you go over there. We'll see you later. Okay? So here, get ready. I want you to take out a great big imaginary bowl. And in that imaginary bowl, we're going to put real live ingredients. And you can help me. So you can make a bowl with your hands. And then think of all the things you like in cookies. And join with me. I will play the part of the old lady. So here's the story about the old lady. The old lady lived in a house, and once it was inhabited by many, 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 many children. They all grew up and they went away. And oh, yes, of course, they come and visit her. But today, she is a little lonely. Or actually, if you look out behind me, you can see it's night. She's very lonely. What she wants to is to welcome the neighborhood kids in. So she says, I'm mad if I make cookies. Open the window. I will get some company. That's the kind of neighborhood it was. So she took out a bowl and she began to put in all the things you need for cookies. For example, she put in flour, not daisies and roses, but flour, a little bit of sugar, maybe an egg, and let's see, ginger, because she was going to make gingerbread cookies. Very seasonal. I mean, I could eat them all year, but a lot of people just bring them out around the holidays. So she grew. Oh, that may be too much. Take some out. She stirred and she stirred. What? Oh, you're right. I forgot to put in some butter. Cookies need butter. Lots of butter. Because if you're gonna eat a cookie, it should be a good cookie. She stirred and she stirred and she stirred until it got too stiff to stir anymore. So she took it out of the bowl and she put it on the nice clean table, sprinkled a little flour, and she rolled it out. So let us roll out our cookie dough. Here we go. Roll, roll, roll your cookies gently on the table. Merrily, 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 merrily. I hope you wash the table. She did. She had washed the table. After she rolled out the cookies, she cut out a cookie for all of her friends, every kid in the neighborhood, and then a few more. Then she put them in the oven to bake, and she set the timer. Oh, take a big whiff, because I think those cookies are done. She reached inside the oven, and oh no, good news, bad news. The cookies, which she had carefully cut out, so beautiful, she put them too close together. So, our friend, the old woman, also known as me, had not cookies for every single person, but she only had one great, big, albeit beautiful, cookie. So she took it out of the oven and she did what I would do or you would do. She took a great big sniff. Uh-oh. Oh no. Something's wrong here. The cookie bit me. Ow! Did you bite me? I did. Did you talk to me? I did. Oh, good grief! The cookie talked to me. That's so exciting. How can you talk? You're a cookie. No, you're not a cookie. I put cookie dough in, and I made you, and you're a cookie. I may be a cookie, but I am a live cookie. Oh, fantastic! Remember when I said that I was lived alone? I don't have to live alone anymore. I have a cookie to be my very, very new friend. And do you know what the cookie did? Mm-hmm. He wiggled and he squiggled and he squiggled and he squiggled and he jumped off the cookie tray and ran over to that woman and said, "Goodbye." What? But I want you to be my friend. I want you to be my buddy. I want you and I to be together. I can read you stories. I can tell you stories. We can play together. I'm a really good playmate. Would you be my little boy? Nope. Why not? Because you want to eat me. I do not want to eat you. Oh, I know. You may say you don't, but you would, because I am so delicious. Well, you may very well be delicious, but I would not do that. Well, you won't be able to. Why not? Because I'm going to run. You can't run. You're a cookie. I can too. You know, that cookie did. He raced out the door, but he didn't just race. He said what apparently every gingerbread boy has said since the beginning of this story. He said, "You can run, run, run as fast as you can, but you can't catch me. I'm the..." You know that line? Say gingerbread boy. I'm the gingerbread boy. And off he ran. Well, the old woman, she ran after him, but she couldn't catch him. She went home, made another batch of cookies, and sure enough, she had a very nice time. But the cookie kept on running, and he kept on running. He met a whole bunch of other things. For example, do you have a dog? Oh, if a dog saw a cookie come running down the street, bum, 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 do you think that dog would go up to him and say, "Woof"? The dog did. Did you say woof? The dog said woof. And do you know what woof means in dog? It means, that looks like a mighty fine cookie. I think I would take a big bite. Oh, no, you don't, doggy, because I am the fastest cookie in all of everywhere. Everywhere? You betcha. Everywhere. Well, the dog looked at him and said, "Woof, woof, woof." You can say that, but I am one fast dog. And he was. And off he ran. Woof, 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 woof. And you know what the cookie did? He raced. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, and he kept on running. He kept on running. And he was very tired, but he kept on going. Then he came across the kitty cat. Meow, 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 meow. I was about to sit down to a nice bowl of milk. And you would taste mighty good with a bowl of milk, said the kitty cat. Meow. And the cookie said, "Oh, no, you don't. I am the fastest cookie in all of the entire world." "Oh, that's pretty big. Can you go faster than this cat?" "You betcha." And of course, he ran circles around the cat. And the cat tried really, really hard, but the cat did not succeed. The cookie kept on running. Well, the cookie ran and ran and ran. And in our traditional gingerbread man story, he meets lots of characters. And then he goes down to the riverbanks and says, "Uh-oh, I am in trouble." And why is that? "I can't swim." Well, even if you did, you get soggy. And that's the end of cookies if they get soggy. I don't know what to do. Well, this is what the gingerbread boy did. And the very first time I told the story, the ginger boy said, "Help, help." And help did come. Thank goodness. I love when help comes. And do you know what happened to that cookie? In the form of a gingerbread cookie came Hello. Oh, oh dear. I think it's a fox. It is. Come with me, my fine feathered friend. Oh, no, 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 no. Are you going to eat me? Oh, what did the fox say? No, 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 my friend. I've come to help you. What kind of help can you give me? I thought I'd give you a ride across the river. I have to be going that way. I'm going to grandmother's house, don't you know? Could I have a ride? Oh, Cookie, 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 my fine friend. Of course you can. Well, how would I do that? Just climb on my head. All the way up there. I'll give you a hand. And he did. He put the cookie all the way on top of his head, and the gingerbread boy perched very carefully on top of the fox's head. As the fox began to swim, the fox splashed the cookie. Hey! Sorry, Cookie. I forgot you were there. Maybe you should climb on my nose. Uh-oh. You think I should? Of course I think you should. I wasn't asking you. But the cookie, wanting to get across the river, climbed all the way down to the fox's nose. And now, in the traditional story, the fox ate the cookie, and that was the end of the gingerbread boy. But this is a different story because we have a bit of a dilemma in our story. You see, if all the cookies were eaten by foxes and boys and girls everywhere, they would be happy. But when Santa came down the chimney, there would be no cookies left for him. Or Mrs. Claus, or the elves, or maybe even in the morning to have with breakfast. So what are we going to do about the gingerbread boy? How can we solve that problem? I know. We're going to call on Cookie because she might be able to share a little wisdom, being as how she is a cook. Hi, Cookie. Hi. Did you hear the story? I did. I never liked that story. What? Not because the cookie gets eaten. Well, but cookies are for eating. Yeah, but we have to save some cookies for Santa. Oh, sorry, what do we do? What do we do? I know. Maybe we could ask the gingerbread boy to come up and you could talk to him. You're a very persuasive young woman. All right. Where is he? He's hiding. Come on. Gingerbread boy, come on up. Whoa. Who are you? I'm Cookie. You're a cookie too? Mm-hmm. But don't you want to run with me? Well, I'd like to run with you, but right now I have a job. You have a job? What's your job? My job is to convince you that you shouldn't run away. Why not? Because cookies make people happy. I know, but people don't make me happy. It doesn't seem fair. Well, everything is for a purpose. So you mean that if I were to allow myself to be put on a beautiful plate, beautiful plate's very important, and if I were allowed myself to be smile up at a kid with a big grin on his face or her face, or maybe to be put on a plate to be left by the fireplace when Santa comes down the chimney, oh, that would be awesome. That would be a good thing to do. Even though I don't want to be eaten, I know. But you know what? Things are made to be shared. Oh, I never thought of it that way. I mean, somebody gave me this beautiful running capability. Well, have you had a good run, Cookie? I've had a great run. Well, then I think it's time. Oh, you know, girl, thank you. Would you go with me? Oh, I would be happy to share a plate with you. All right. So do you think that's how it ends, ladies and gentle Cookie? I think it is. Well, then I am going to ask both of you to meet a special friend of mine. You'll see. So you go over there and get ready, and I'll see how he's doing. And thank you, Gingerbread Boy. I'm sure the fox is a little bit distressed that we changed the story, but you know what? I'll find something else for him to do. He could be in another story. Really? Oh, there's lots of stories for foxes. So go over here now. I have a beautiful plate that my grandma used. And I'll go see what Santa is up to. And if he's hungry, you know, it's quite possible Santa's not hungry at all. Santa. Oh, yeah? Now, I happened to see him working earlier today. He's not ready to make his deliveries yet, but even in his workshop, I happen to know that Santa of the Claus department gets really, really hungry. So I have really, thanks. Just want to look out there. Who's that? Yeah, look at all those people. You want to wave? Wow. You look really tired, Santa. You know what I think you could use? A cup of coffee. No, Santa. No one ever puts a cup of coffee for. Maybe they do, and I never paid any attention. You know, we've just solved a little bit. Did you ever hear the story about the gingerbread boy? Oh yeah, he gets eaten by a fox. No, actually, change that story a little bit. What do you mean? Well, the gingerbread boy thought that because you make so many people happy, that he would like to make you happy too. Really? Oh yeah, really. Would you like to meet him? What happened to the fox? Well, he went up and had promise not to tell. Yeah, nachos. Foxes eat nachos. Well, my foxes do. So let me get the gingerbread boy for you, and you can meet him, and then you can discuss how at the very end of a day, gingerbread boy, it's Santa. Hi, Santa. Well, gingerbread boy, would you like to sit on my lap? Oh, that's what you want. And that's exactly what happened. Santa and the gingerbread boy had a very long conversation about all the good things you can do for people, how you can make them happy in a variety of different ways. And the gingerbread boy decided to stop running around looking for trouble and to get away from his destiny. And one of these days, maybe it's soon or maybe it's not, when Santa comes down and visits, he will find sitting next to the very nice tree a cookie. That's me. Named Ginger. Oh, that's me. And he will smile at him. And that, of course, is the exact and perfect end of our story. But not the gingerbread boy. Ooh, I like that version much better. We'll take a bow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along to the Mentor Project. This is my good friend Santa, and he would like to wish you a very happy and safe holiday season. And thanks for coming. If you can figure out a way to make somebody happy, just some one person, you do that and tell them that you will be always thinking about them, smiling with or without a cookie on their face. I, of course, would like to thank my friends at the Mentor Project and the Kaufman Family Foundation and Tri-Branding Inc. And you, Santa, are a very nice person to sit with, overlooking this beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina, and thinking, what a fine way to spend the day.